My name is Chandananda. I'm a Buddhist monk from Sri Lanka. It was at the age of 13 I entered the monkhood. I left my home without letting my mother know. I have been in the monkhood almost 20 years. I have been invited by this temple to come here and to join with the religious activities of the temple. When I was in Sri Lanka, I had a totally different view about LA. I thought people are kind of strange, and what they are doing is only enjoying their life, and there is no difficulties. Here we have a lot of opportunities to go forward, especially in education. Also, I thought that this is the best place that I can improve my English. Even the intention behind that is to serve the world, serve as many people as possible through teachings of the Buddha. So I thought that without English, my dream is never going to come true. We are just going to Hollywood Temple, that is on the um, on the Oxnard Road. So we are going to participate in the Hanukkah ceremony. I really don't see that much difference here in LA and in Sri Lanka. Even though we are in LA, we associate with the Sri Lankan community. So sometimes we don't really feel like we miss Sri Lanka. I had a kind of vision that that may be the reason why I don't feel the difference between here and there, because very rarely, hardly I compare the differences here and there, but rather I like to learn new things. I like to be exposed more and more to new cultures. I think it's because of the lack of ability to acknowledge differences. People always tend to have struggles, fights, and conflicts over very simple things. But that is because people want others to be the same way as they are. But that is not the world. That is not the nature of the world. World is always diverse. Everything is diverse. Actually, this is very much connected with the teachings of the Buddha, because we believe as Buddhists the unity in diversity than the unity in uniformity. People always ask the question, why monks and the Buddha became selfish to renounce everything, including their family, parents and wives and children. I don't think that argument is reasonable, because I feel like I also had the same struggle when I was leaving my house. At that time, I had an idea that even though I leave home and my mother and siblings behind, one day I will be able to bring about peace and happiness to their world. My biggest responsibility is to take care of my life. Maybe there is a kind of selfishness, but I would rather say it's an enlightened selfishness. That kind of selfishness is needed. First, we need to protect ourselves. How we are going to protect ourselves and to take care of ourselves is to be away from unwholesome things. My main goal, primary goal, is to understand what the essence of the teachings of the Buddha is. And also, I want to make the message of the Buddha alive in the world so that many people can come and benefit from it.
නිවන් දුටු හිමි රුවන් පිළිරුව පමණි මට අද ශේෂ වූයේ හිමි.
I strongly believe that this message can be conveyed efficiently, not through textual knowledge or other academic qualifications, but from our honest practice, through our honest practice. That is the most efficient way that we can convey the message of the Buddha. According to Buddhism, there is a cognitive error in our mind. In the way we perceive things is not the correct way. Because of that error, whatever we perceive through our senses, six senses, is distorted. Because of that distorted picture that we have about the world, we tend to crave for things, to be attached to things. Then this attachment conduces to keep going in the existence. When we come in to this existence, of course, that is not a safer place to be. It's full of dangers. Though we like it or not, we have to face it. There are sufferings in this existence, becoming old, death, the separation of beloved ones, association with disliked ones. The way to overcome that is not just trying to escape from this existence in some way. If we think that if we can be born in somewhere like heaven or a kind of eternal place, as people usually believe, even that way it is not working, because that heaven is also, according to Buddhism, it comes within this existence. So we have to find out the solution. Goal in Buddhism is to attain enlightenment, liberation, or we call Nibbana. The path is very clear. That's why we are very confident about the practice. And that path has been approved and verified by other living examples, even though they are not living right now. But we are very confident about their attainment. It is not expected for us to be secluded forever and strive on our own. Rather, this path encourages us to be more active and more social. And at the same time, there may be some times at which we need to be secluded for a temporary period of time, just for the sake of meditation. Before we start, we recited the special stanza, Patisanka Yoniso Pindapata Patisan. That means we just reflected on the food, why we are actually taking this food, only just for the survival, not to enjoy. It's still delicious.
We should remember that these monks are just like butterflies. You love them, you take care of them, take care of all the needs of these monks. But as you love the butterflies, you should remember to love the caterpillars in the first place. There are hundreds of caterpillars around the world who are struggling themselves to come out of that egg. They are our young monks. It's your primary duty and obligation to take care of the needs of those young monks also.
ගලක් වීනම් මමත් ඉවසමි යකුළු පහරද කැපී වෙන් ඔබේ පිළිරුව නිම කරන්න.
There was a time I really wanted to practice meditation intensively. So I wanted to find out a place, a suitable place for that. Finally, I found this perfect place I have right now. This is good for physical exercises and mental exercises as well. There is a saying which says, Vanepi dosha prabhavanti raginang nirvrita raga sigruhang tapovanang. Those who are full of desires and passions, even the forest monastery is not going to work for them. And if one can live with less desires and less passions, even the Hollywood, I would say, is a wood, like forest monastery.
Saranam gacchami dhammam saranam gacchami sangham saranam gacchami